Welcome, people. Welcome to another episode of Kings of Company. I am Fahara Farmer, and I got my business partner in crime with me. What a pod master, the king of the pods. You know what I'm saying? I got Dominique here with me.
What's going on, man? I don't know who you talking about, man. I don't know who you talking about, man. What's going on, man, guy?
I'm good. I'm good, man. I got the podcast King with me, man, and this is another episode of the Kings of Company. We'd like to thank y'all again for tuning in, for all this tuning in. Thank you so much, man. Y'all just don't understand how hard it is to do this just once a month.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but we get it together and we do our thing, man. So we really appreciate you all and we thank you. Before I go anywhere else, um we I said that we were going to be monetized on YouTube and have a podcast in 3 months. I said that at the end of November, beginning of December, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
And I am glad to say that the Kings of Company is now monetized on YouTube.
Hey,
So man,
hey.
we thank everybody for oh man, we just thank everybody for supporting us and rocking with us. It really means a lot for you all to come in and show us all the love that you've been showing us, and we truly
Absolutely.
appreciate it. And so I want to do this. I want to say that we're going to now not take the videos off YouTube. We're going to not do that now, so you all can watch them when you want to watch them.
Yeah, it's
And
probably not a good idea anymore.
right. It's still gonna be on the network too. So if you want to watch on the
Of
network,
course.
yeah, it'll still be on the network. As you can see right now, we are
Hey,
big and we are monetized. We got 1100.
got
And
1,100 subscribers.
yeah, man.
Yeah, 1,100 people want to hear what we got to say. Okay, all right, let's go.
Right. So we do appreciate that. We do appreciate that. And
Absolutely.
up in the where we normally have the logo up top, we have a QR code. And the QR code is their Cash App. So if we are going live and you like to see something and you like to send something, we say something that touched your heart, the Cash App is available. That's not it. That's mine. But we cover the Cash App. And
Right.
yeah, you can always cash up us at Kings of Company. We say something that you like, something you want to hear, things like that. Dominique, what you got to say about this monetization on YouTube, man?
I'm finna hit this cash app. What you talking about? Hold on. Let me go and hit this cash app real quick. I'm just trying to get it started so that way everybody else don't feel, you know how it is. You wait for the first person to start and then everybody's come through. So I'm gonna go and hit this cash app real quick, right? So that way everybody else can get started. So y'all ain't gotta be all shy, ain't gotta be all funny acting. Just go and hit that cash app, and go and get that thing rolling. See, there it is, right? So
Oh
there it
man,
is. Hit that cash app. So but
hey,
nah, man, I'm excited. I'm
yeah,
really excited, man. Like
yeah,
we've been doing this thing for a while now, and so and obviously it's not about it's important to monetize. Let me be clear. You got to get your check, right?
right,
But ultimately, we're out here helping people, and the subscriber numbers and the view numbers and stuff like that tell us that we're out here helping people and stuff like that. So that's ultimately what's important. But to be monetized on YouTube, that's no easy feat.
yeah,
Not an easy feat.
yeah,
There's millions of YouTube channels out there, and I'm pretty sure a good number of them aren't monetized at all. So
right.
it's quite the feat. And so have to thank our fearless leader over here for horror, man, for spearheading everything and stuff like that, man. And we just trying to keep this thing afloat best way we can.
Hey man, and like I said, I appreciate everything, and I appreciate the guys. You know what I'm saying, for doing their thing and coming and being a part of this. Every week is a blessing just to be a part of it and spend time with these brothers and get to know them even more and watch them grow in business. And that's something that we want everybody to do. You know, we want everybody to grow in business. That's why we do it. From if it's 1,000 people listen to us or just one or two. And if we can touch those people that really want more, with their business, and they really want to go out on their own, we want to be a blessing to you all, and we learn a lot from you all too. So don't get it twisted. Everybody I talk to, I'm eating from. I'll let you know that up front. I eat off everybody I'm in contact with. So we just thank everybody for that. And I would like to say that we're just not streaming on YouTube right now. We're streaming on Facebook and we're streaming on Twitter now.
Hey.
So I got us on Twitter, man. So y'all see the growth, and it's growing everywhere.
Hey, Elon, hit us up on the Cash App, bro. Don't lie and say you ain't got it. We all know you got it. Hit us up on the Cash App, bro. You said Twitter, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll take one, a little bit of that SpaceX money, or a little bit of that Tesla money. It's all good.
Right. I'm down with it. So I really want to say that to get the show started and let everybody know that we truly appreciate you all and everything you all are doing, watching the show, tuning in. All of those things really mean a lot, man. And Dominique, man, before we get into it, because I really like this subject for today, I kind of want you to introduce the subject, when the time comes. But man, what was your holiday like? How's everything been, man?
A whirlwind. That's the best way to describe it. It's a whirlwind. Right now we're just like tomorrow we're launching season 2 of Black is America, the award-winning
Yes, sir.
Black is America podcast.
Yes, sir.
Season 2 is launching tomorrow. So there's that, and then we're also wrapping up the season 5 of Beyond Theory, talking about all things mental health and recovery and stuff like that. So there's that. Entering some of the content from the Black is America podcast to in the Tribeca Film Festival.
Oh,
so
wow.
that's major
Yes,
for us, right?
Yes,
so we actually had some content that we was going to release tomorrow for Black is America, but some of the rules stipulate that it can't, the content you submit can't be released to the public just yet.
Okay.
So I got this fire ass episode just sitting on the shelves right now. So, but it's cool though. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But Black is America is important to me. I love it, and so I anytime you create a new episode, you want it out there. But you gotta wait. So I'm trying to be patient and wait and stuff like that. So there's that. I'm also preparing to go to Austin, Texas to speak at South by Southwest. So there's that. So it's just, brother, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. But it's just been a whirlwind, man. But I'm enjoying the ride, and I'll just share this. For the month of February, Black is America will be on local radio here, WYXR. So that'll be kind of cool. All every Monday at 11 a.m. It's going to highlight a different episode of Black is America from season 1. So awesome. And they contacted me, which is really cool. A good friend of mine, Sanaa, said, you know what, I really love what you're doing, and let's highlight your work here in the Memphis area. And so I was humbled and honored, which I know is a cliche, but it is what it is. I'm humbled and honored. I don't know what else to tell you, but I really am. But she came to me and presented this opportunity, and I'm very grateful to her and grateful to people at WYXR for this opportunity. So like I said, man, it's a whirlwind. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting something. Here's what else? Invited to join the Academy of Interactive and Visual Arts, so to be part of their judging academy. So when people want to submit their work for trophies and awards and stuff like that, I'm now on that judging committee now, which is awesome. So, but I guess when you win 10 of them, I guess they invite you to the club. Right. So clearly, I know what I'm doing. So I guess this, that, and the other. But make sure I shout out Cindy. One, thank you so much for for coming through on the YouTubes.
Yes,
Appreciate you for coming back as well. But man, it's just been a whirlwind. But honestly, I'll save this part for later. But but just know that when we come and we do this show, The Kings of Company, Fahar says this all the time, and it can't be further from the truth. We are out here living and doing the things that we're sharing with you. I cannot stress this enough. Like, we really are. Like, we're not out here blowing hot smoke. There's a lot of people out here on the YouTubes and the interwebs and the book faces and stuff like that, just out here, sharing knowledge. And a lot of them are legit.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, they out here playing business.
Yeah.
They just out here playing business. They not for real. They just out here playing business. So just know that when you come to the Kings of Company and you come and look at our content, share our content, and hit that Cash App.
Hey, we here.
And hit that Cash App. Just know that we're out here doing the work and honestly living what we preach. Honestly, we're legit out here living what we preach. And I'm done speaking.
That's awesome, man, and proud of you, man. I know that that the law's been really busy. He's even been overseas.
Man, look, that man caught a deal or something and just been in the wind since. So I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all.
There's growth, man. There's growth, and we real proud. We real proud of him, man, and thank you for being even a part of the Kings of Company, man. So Law, you out there, man. We see Absolutely. You, we thank you, and we appreciate you. And to Dominique, man, to all the new things that's happening for you, bro. Blessings. It's all well needed. I felt like a lot of stuff should have came a long time ago, but it came when it's supposed to. So
yeah, it is what it is. Like you said, it came when it's supposed to. So
yeah.
But you know what? It's funny you mentioned that. I'm glad you said that because it reminds me of some Jason told me years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He told me years ago when I first met him, because he said that like a lot of times we worry about where we want to be and not appreciate where we are. And even if somebody, those things when you go to like an arcade or amusement park, they had like big plushy dolls and they had that big claw and you try to pick it up.
Yeah.
It's like if some big claw came and picked you up and put you in the place you wanted to be, you wouldn't even know how to handle it.
Yeah.
Because you didn't go through that process of what it looked like to prepare to be in that moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, when you mentioned that, it instantly made me think of Jason. And him sharing that with me, and I'll never ever forget that. He was spitting that day.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. And for those that haven't seen Jason on live, Jason was a member of the Kings of Company. He passed away a few years ago. Mm-hmm. And when you see that tie and you see that crown, that's our tribute to Jason, our logo. So big shouts out to him, his family, and his business. Hey, beautiful people, sending love. But hey, much love from Mississippi. Thank you so much for tuning in.
We technically in the same statement, Stanford. I'm just in South Haven, so just not too far from you.
Yes, man. Yes, ma'am. So we thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Now with me personally, what I've been doing, the last 3 weeks probably been some of the most important weeks of me moving to San Diego. I was able to shake a lot of hands that I wasn't able to shake when I first got here. I got here and then the pandemic happened. So that's the way the cookie crumbled for me. And Cynthia told me about y'all. That's love.
Hey, thank you, Cynthia. Appreciate that.
Wow, this love. And we were just talking about growing and being monetized on YouTube now. So everybody, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell because that really means a lot. And
absolutely,
that's Fahara's vision. When I say that on the show, is to share information. That's Fahara's vision. So we really appreciate that, and we thank you so much for tuning in. We're gonna get right to it in just a second. We're gonna get this. You gonna get this business. Oh, they see what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Right.
Let's go, y'all. But yeah, man, I was able to shake a lot of hands. I had a YouTube San Diego meeting about 3 weeks ago, and I met this guy named,
that's what's up.
Yeah, and I met this guy named Nakia. Didn't know who he was, and he just invited me to his birthday party, in his apartment building downtown San Diego. And I went, and I didn't know who he was until I went. And I shook a lot of hands of people that I probably wouldn't have walked. I probably walked past millions of times and didn't know who they were. And I was able to make that connection. I made plenty of connections that day and that night, and took a lot of numbers, gave my number out a lot. And I met one guy that introduced me to he asked me to come to his birthday party the following week. And it's at the nicest place in club in San Diego. He rents out the whole third level
That's
of
crazy.
the VIP room. So big shots to him. And we fellowship there, and I met more and more people. And then I'm his name is Blake. I met Blake, and so shouts out to Blake. Thank you for introducing me to other people, man. And I got met a guy named Roosevelt, and he's over the young black in business in San Diego, and they throw stuff and they rent out the convention center.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah. And I was able to network with him, and so I went to he introduced me and invited me to the photo shoot for the thing. So now I'm a part of the organization now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was amazing. I'm a part of that organization now, and I met a big real estate guy. He builds buildings. Like he's an architect. He got his own company, and he invited me to his thing. He do I think once a month would he get real estate agents to come in and talk about the real estate field. And I went, and I was able to shake some more millionaire hands, man. It was insane. And I really appreciate everybody being so open and out there. And it just blesses to everybody, out here that's introducing. She said, hey, I appreciate both you guys.
Absolutely.
And this gentleman right here, he's a DJ out here in San Diego.
Nice.
Yes, I met him. He's from New York, and he's a great brother. Him and his assistant, man, they got a lot of great things going. And that's what I'm saying. I met all of these people through Nakia. And it's just a blessing to be able to meet people, network with people, because that's what we love to do, entrepreneurship, and just network with people and get to know people. And it's always a blessing to to be a part of something, and especially somebody inviting you to be a part of it. Right. So man, thank you, brother. Thank you, man. And he invited me to his event he got coming up. So now I'm getting out the house now, Dominique. I'm a homebody.
Hey, man, you gotta get out the house, fam.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the pandemic had me going, man. I didn't want to go nowhere, man. The whole COVID thing, firsthand now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, COVID Christmas around here, brother.
Yeah, man.
It was a COVID Christmas, man.
Yeah, but I'm glad you're feeling better. You and the family as well.
Yeah, we good. We good. It was an experience. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. But everybody's doing well. This, that, and the other. Just keep trucking, man. Keep trucking.
Yes, sir. And we're about to get to it, but we want to make sure and let y'all know the website is available. You can go there. You can check us out at any time. kingsofcompany.com. You can check us out at any time. And let me try to get a little arrow of it up. There it goes right there. And you get in touch with all of us individually. So we're going to give it to you free on the YouTube and the IVD network. But make that call. It might be something different outside here. So get your questions in now. We got the store. Right. The store is available. We got all kind of
Absolutely.
knickknacks, everything you need, t-shirts, everything you need, jackets, no, just to support the cause. So I don't want to go too far much more in that. Just check it out whenever you get time, and we really appreciate you all that have. All right. Now we're going to be and like I said, Law, he's not here right now because Law is doing his thing, and we really appreciate him. Good
Mm-hmm.
thing. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So we're gonna go ahead and get everything started today. Dominique, man,
Mm-hmm.
could you introduce the topic for today that we're gonna be talking about, man? Because I think it's a really amazing subject, especially being at the beginning of the year.
It's a great subject, and it's timely because it is top of the year. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And so when we're talking about new ventures, what the young people say, new me, new you, or something like that, or new year, new me, or something like that.
yeah, something
A
like that.
lot of times people talk about weight loss. They talk about starting stuff, and one of those things they talk about is starting a business. And honestly, there's so many avenues to go in when it comes to starting a business, right? But there's a few things to be mindful of for sure. And honestly, Fahara, kind of hit on it, like networking. Like
Yeah,
you don't know just how powerful connecting with people is, because honestly, no matter what you decide to do, um, people are the greatest asset. It's better than money. It's better than equipment. It's better than whatever. And so I really shout out to Fahar for coming up with this topic, because it was definitely pertinent to the time of year. Because anytime you're starting a new venture, podcast, business, or whatever, you want to get off on the right foot.
right.
You want to get off on the right foot. And honestly, one of the things we actually talked about this in November. Um, there were a few things you could have done in November to make sure you was hitting the ground running in January, right? But if we didn't do those things, it's fine. Like, all is not lost. That is for sure.
Right.
Uh, but but this is a great topic, and I think we can definitely help some people today for sure. For our
Awesome, awesome. And if you're starting off the year and you start off a new business, because a lot of people don't wait till the beginning of the year to start stuff. So if you're one of those people, I'm gonna start whatever. I'm sorry.
right,
But if you're one of those people, or you do have a business and it is striving right now, you're going to do new things, because whatever industry you're in changes all the time. It never stays the same. You always want to be on top of the thing that's making you money, especially if you're entrepreneur and that's all you do. You don't have a regular job. And I won't say this before we get into this, because I know a lot of people think an entrepreneur will be like, I want to do it, I want to do it, I want to quit my job. No, listen, don't quit your job. To me, this is what I say. Until you making two times of what you make at your job,
right,
don't quit your job. Cause and like the law say, your job is your investor. It's your investor. So stop seeing it as work. Stop seeing it as, oh, I gotta do this. Start seeing it as an investor, as a business partner, and you will be more enlightened to go there and possibly do a better job, because when you get your check, you're going back and you're investing in yourself. So
hmm
that's extremely important. So I want to say that before we get into this. But our topic today is how to start the new year with your business. So, like I said, we appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all need to write anything down, if y'all know me, y'all watch Kings of Company. I keep my notes right here. So my iPad on my notes, and I write down as well, because the people in the audience help us out a lot too. So we learn from you all, and we all learn together. So
right.
Dominique, man, what you got for the people, man, today? I know you're gonna say something that I'm gonna have to write down.
I think first and foremost, uh, let's say you're just trying to start a business. Let's just start there. You're trying to start a business, but you don't know exactly what you want to do, right? This is a time where it's okay to try a few things. You just know you want to be an entrepreneur, but you're not sure exactly what direction you want to go in, right? That's fine. It's totally fine. Uh, so we can try a few things. And in this economy, Jesus, there's so many options you can take. There's drop shipping. You can do ride sharing. You can do Airbnb if you got real estate where you can do that. But like, let's try a few things to see if honestly, not just to see what you want to do, to see if this life is for you. Because again, it takes a different mindset to do that, right? And I think you should do this honestly before you go in and craft the LLC paperwork, before you go file a fictitious name and stuff like that. Let's take some baby steps first to see if this is something you want to do. And to Fahara's point, don't just up and quit your job, right? Like and look, be honest, a few years ago, I was that person. Like, man, blank that job. It ain't going, whatever, man. You want to start your company. But as you get older and you get a little wiser, because I'm 40 now, right? So I can't be on that 20-something energy no more. Like to Fahara's point and Lawrence's point, like just look at your job as an investor, right? It's a ends to a means, right? And I get it. Like you may fall to a point where you'd rather be working on the business and the job. I get it. I definitely get it. And I tell people all the time, if it gets to that point, maybe you should start transitioning out, right? Or if the business is making enough money where you're making twice as much as in the business, or start paying like the mortgage or something like that. Maybe it could be a way to transition out, but you don't have to. Not only do you not have to quit your job to be successful in business, you can keep that job and be successful in business. I know plenty of people who still have a traditional 9-to-5 job and their business is doing wonderfully, right? Like I took the position at the behavioral health company, right? And so still have the business. We still have ours. We just celebrated. I think we just got the notification of 10 years or whatever on LinkedIn, right?
Congratulations.
And so I appreciate that. We just got that notification. And so, just be smart. Look, Kings and Company is monetized. We ain't got money to pay your bills. Okay. Let's just keep it 100. We monetize. We ain't got no money to pay your bills. Okay. So don't go to MLG&W or the light man talking about, hey, Kings Company told me to quit my job. Well, we ain't gonna Zach Randolph it for you. I'm sorry. That ain't what's gonna happen. So you need to be responsible and know what your situation is, right? Be responsible, know what your situation is. If you know you can't give up the Netflix and stuff like that, maybe it ain't time. Maybe you gotta do some baby steps, right? But again, there's plenty of ways to do this. You can do, you can do drop shipping. I seen a situation where if you feel like you have a nice voice and you don't mind recording your voice, there's a website where you can go and record audiobooks for people, and they pay it, right? Or I've seen people do some stuff where they go to Dollar Tree, buy a book, and then go on Amazon or whatever and see how much they're reselling for and resell it. So you pay $1 for the book, resell it for $11. It's a $10 profit. So, it's a situation where you know what your situation is and plan accordingly, right? Also Fahar mentioned networking, right? Like, again, the greatest asset you will have is our people and getting to know people and reaching out to people and giving to people. Let me be clear. Networking is not what can you do for me?
No, it's not.
That is not networking. Networking is not, if you do something for me, then I'll do something for you. That's not networking. Networking is about exchanging value. If they do something for you first, or if you do something for them first, that's fine. But it's a situation where you're building a relationship, right? And sometimes that relationship is not going to bear fruit instantly, right? I can't tell you how many times I've met somebody right? And then take years down the road, then it's like, yeah, you still doing that thing? Yeah. So I took this job like 2 years ago, right? And they need this thing, and I was trying to see if you still did that thing, so that way I can put you on. I literally just did this for somebody a few days ago, right? I met somebody a few years ago. They moved out to LA, not too far where you are for hard. They moved out to LA and was shooting video and stuff like that. They got like a whole portfolio shooting like Essence Fest and shooting interviews for like Issa Rae and Ava DuVernay and stuff like that. And I was like, hey, you still freelancing? Because my job needs people in the LA area to like shoot B-roll video stuff. You still do? Like, yeah. Put her in touch, and now she's about to probably start making money that end. And so again, networking is not about just what can you do for me. I mean, you do want to get a little bit of reciprocity. That is, important. But when you go into think about it. You go into any relationship talking about what you gonna do for me. What you gonna do for me? Can you put half on it? But that's a different podcast. But the relationship aspect is still the same. Right. If you go into like what you can do for me, that relationship is not going to be fruitful. It's just not. Right. And I'll say this part, and I'll just kind of land my plane. See, Nikki Stanford says it's nice to have people who help you to network. Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, look, one of the things I shared in the Startup Life episode, basically did a networking episode. And if you can go to networking events and have a wingman or a wing woman, yes, that's help. Have you met Fahar? Right? Have you met Dominic? Have you met Lawrence? Right? So to have like those wing people, it can be extremely beneficial, right? It takes some of the pressure off. It takes some of the anxiety off. You know what I mean? So no, I'm with you, Miss Stanford. I agree. But I'll just share this piece real quick, and I'll land my plane. And this is for the people who already have a business and you've been in business for a couple of years, right? True enough, if you've made it to, first of all, if you made it past 24 months, bravo. Because man, look. Okay. For hard note, there's been plenty of times where he'll call and AT&T say he can't come to the phone right now. Not Dominic say he can't come to the phone. AT&T said he can't come to the phone.
Back then, yeah,
right, right. So I mean, first of all, congratulations. But this is also a time to reevaluate some things, or to take an assessment or audit of the business. Right? Am I getting my invoices paid on time? Yeah. Do I have the right processes in place? Right? Am I surrounded by the best network? Right? Do I need to peel off a few people who have run their course? Like has their season ended? Right? Because sometimes when we come to the top of the year, we have to have these hard conversations, not only with ourselves, but we have to have these conversations with other people. And we have to be completely honest with both. Right? So like I said, I'll just kind of land my plane there, but it's just important to take an assessment of things if you have already been in business for a while. So that's all I got for right now.
Yeah, great information, man. And I want to let everybody know, if you're listening, you can always tune in. You can ask questions while we talk. That's why we do it. Like I said, the best time to get us is right now. Because it's hard to get Dominic, like, it's hard to get me. Like, it's something different.
It's hard for Dominic to get Dominic sometimes.
Yeah, right.
So,
right, because and that's what we do it for. And I appreciate that. I mean, it was a lot of jewels in that, because a lot of us, we look at what we're doing, like in our jobs and things like that. We look at what we're doing, and DJ, he said it's powerful, man. Anything that helps you, anything that you learn new is powerful, because like knowledge is power, so it's always great to, my mom always told me to, if I want to do something, get around people that's doing it, but not just doing it that's successful at it. So now in my life, I only surround surround myself around people that's smarter than me.
Absolutely. No, and you just remind me of something, like read books.
Yeah.
Read books or articles or whatever, because some people don't, or listen to audiobooks. However you need to get your information, this is also a good time for learning as well. It's also a good time for learning.
Awesome. So man, y'all take those words, man, and y'all write them down. And like I said, this right here we do is it's for us, it's for you all. So all of us can just kind of communicate. This is a networking ground right here. What we do with the Kings of Company, like this is a networking ground, all of these things. So all of this stuff matters that's being said and what's being done. How do you balance your personal life with business? How do you manage? You want to take that, Dominique?
I'll take this one because this is one that I'm still working on. Like, what the people say, God working on me, when it comes to this one, right? And it's important because I honestly a few things about this, because I just did a episode for the company I work for about this very thing, about hustle culture, right? And hustle culture is this idea of like grit, grind, go, fast, this, that, and the other. And I get that. Like, and we talk about that here on the Kings of Company. We do. But it's important to know that it's when it's time to work, it's time to work, right? And this is something that Jason talked about too a few years ago. But you need to have protected time just for yourself. Self-care, time with the family, this, that, and the other. Like, it's important. I'm telling you, you will burn yourself out if you don't. You have to. So for how I do it, I schedule it. I literally schedule it. So I know from 5:30 to 6:30, that's learning time in the morning, right? And I know from this time to this time is writing time, because it fluctuates from day to day, right? But I also know during the day, it's time for a nap. What's up, Jen? Jen, shout out to Jen real quick for making the Creative 100.
Oh yes.
So we need to make sure we highlight that, because
right.
Jen is Kings of Company, number one contender right here, right? Like number one fan, like fan president, basically. So we got to make sure we highlight those wins and everything she got going on. But no, shout out to her and winning the, being part of the Creative 100. That's an amazing honor, and it's well deserved for sure. But I know it's time. There are times where I need to take a break. There are times where I need to take a nap, or it may be time like, I do gotta write, and I do gotta, get this in by the deadline. But now it's PlayStation time right now. That's PlayStation time. That's self-care. That's self-care for me. And that's another thing. And I just want to say this real quick. I don't want to go too far in the mental health part, but as Black men, it's important to do that self-care and to define what self-care is. You know what I mean? Maybe it's go rock with the PlayStation. Maybe it's to go get a manicure and a pedicure, whatever that looks like for you. That's one thing I found recently. They're like, it's nice, and scraping out the feet and all that other stuff. It's nice. But no, if you are a person who have a hard time, because I think a lot of times when we don't schedule things or make something physically that we can see, we won't do it.
Right.
We just won't. Right. You say, I'll get to it. But when you schedule it or whatever, at the very least, there's a physical manifestation of at 2:30, I have to do this. Yeah. Right. So I think that's important, but it is imperative to get that self-care in. And I'll say this one last thing, and I'll land my plane, because if you don't, it will kill you. and I'm being dead ass right now. In that piece that I was doing for the job, we were talking about hustle culture. There's this thing in Japan called karoshi culture. In Japan, karoshi literally translates to death by overwork. And the reason they came up with it is because literally Japanese businessmen were dying in their cubicle from working too much.
Wow.
Right. So it's important to get that self-care in and take them breaks. So if you have a hard time doing that, just on your own, schedule it. Put it on your alarm on your phone or something like that. So the way it's just blaring loud alarm, make sure you do that. But get that self-care in. That's important.
Right. Yeah, and that's very important, man. I'm glad you said that, schedule it, because that was going to be my answer. You got to make time for yourself, and you got to make time for business. My mom always told me, you leave work at work and leave home at home. Even if you work at home, when you done work, leave work at work and leave home at home. But as entrepreneurs, you can't do that all the time, because it comes up. Like I might get a sale and it comes up, and I got to take care of it right then. So I want to be reliable for my customers and things like that. So,
right.
But scheduling is the perfect way to balance both of them. And say, how many businesses do you both balance? I couldn't tell you, because
don't ask for horror. Me is two. I have two. There's the work I do for the company I work for, and then our own personal. I have two. I lost count in business for our guy. I lost count.
Well, I would put it like this: it's multiple, but it's not. At one point, it was tiring me, but it's like I realized that like people like going to the movies. I like researching and doing business. Like people like playing basketball. I like it like that. So that's it. And if you want to know anything I do, wow. If you want to do anything I do, you go to fahara.com and you can check a lot of stuff out. And so I appreciate that question. But yeah, and balancing it is I make it fun for me. It's not all the time work. It's fun for me and I enjoy it. So that's the difference between having so many things and being able to control them and being happy with it. But we're gonna get back to
hold on real quick. That's an important piece though, being happy with it.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times we let other people, things, social media, whatever, tell us what we're happy about or what we should be happy about. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so that can cause you to feel as if I ain't doing this right. It don't look like that. That's one of the things we've been talking about. And I'll land my plane. I'm sorry. It's just that you said that. It was so important. We talk, there's this new idea of OCD, but it's like obsessive comparison disorder, where we're always comparing our business to that business, our social media following to their social media following, our podcast to their podcast, right? And it's good to have barometers, but when it becomes toxic for yourself, when you feel like, oh, I'm not doing it right. So I just wanted to make sure I put that in there.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, the Kings of Company not in competition with anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like the Owls brand, the Faharico brand, is not in competition with anyone. And when you start getting in competition, that leads to other stuff, and that's how your job or your business can get more difficult, because you're looking into something that's really not even there. It's planted there by a thought. So just have a positive mind about what you're doing. If you're loving what you do, it's hard to be tired of something you love to do. So I'll just say that. So man, thank you for your words, Dominique, man. I hope they help you all a lot when it comes to starting the year with your business. I'm going to say a few things and we're going to go. First thing I want to say is, as far as starting your business in the new year, is get like a financial projection. If you and that's all of what we talk about all the time is goals. work out some goals for yourself. So it don't necessarily have to be financial, just goals in general. I want to do this in the month of January. I want this to be done by the month of February. I want this thing. I love the merchant. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, you can check all this stuff out. We got all this stuff, all this stuff.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, but yeah, just look into what you want your business to be and where you see it growing. Whatever your vision is, just start making goals in your vision. And you can make outrageous goals, but you can kind of want to make some goals that's more sensible. So if you don't make it exactly when or how you want to make it, that is doable. You know, I mean, I make some outrageous goals. Like I made goals the last show that the Kings of Company was going to be monetized on YouTube and have a podcast platform. You know, so now we are monetized on YouTube, but we don't necessarily have the platform yet, but it's going to be done, shoot, probably by next week, you know. And I got the Podcast King right here, the award winning, and we're going to make sure that we get that for you all on podcast platform as well. That was just a goal of mine. And the thing is that when you set certain goals, it's like I be saying it, it's a difference between a want, a vision, and a goal. You know, the want is the thing you want to do. You see it, blah, blah, blah. The vision is the first thing you do before even the want comes. It's the vision. You see the vision, and then you turn the vision to a goal. And when you have a goal, it's different from a want, because the things that you want, it's like if you don't get it, you're okay with it. You know, a goal is something. This is going to happen by any means necessary. It's going to happen by any means necessary.
Right.
So let's look into that. Let's get some projections for what your next month is going to be, or what you want your year to turn out to be, and go from there. And the next thing I say, like turn up your strategy plans, your plans that you have your strategies you got planned for yourself. Like go a little higher than you did last year. You know, like certain things in my strategy, I felt like last year, like when I beginning last year, okay, this is it. I'm going high. I'm going top. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the top of the, you know, and I look back at it this year and I'm like, I didn't go hard enough. You know, and it sucks when you disappoint yourself with that was my goals. I did my goals, but I was like, man, I could have went a little harder, man. And I set a few goals that I blew past, and I'm like, I still kind of stayed in the area because we have a thing as human beings of being comfortable, and that's a problem in really entrepreneurship. If you comfortable where you at, and you okay with the money you making, hey, there's you. I mean, do your thing, you know. But it's not even all about money. But if you comfortable in the area, that's fine. It's nothing wrong with that. But if you're not where you want to be at, it's no time to be comfortable. You know,
absolutely.
There is no room for comfort.
It really isn't, because and you said something or just now that was super important. Is the fact that, like, I think I said this earlier. If you're being honest with yourself, you know if you was BSing.
Yeah,
you know, you know. Come on, you know, because the thing is like because look, I ain't saying because everybody knows when you know you have more in the tank to give, and you just coast it, right? Yeah. And when you talk about that being comfortable, I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. Sometimes it's complacency. It's what it is.
Yeah, it is.
You're being complacent.
Yeah.
And look, if you want to be comfortable and you want to be complacent in that regard, that's fine. But do not be upset when you're not where you're trying to be or want to be. You cannot be upset because you made a decision, and you have to be okay with the decision. I tell people all the time, you can have whatever it is that you want, but if it comes with certain consequences, you have also decided you're okay with those consequences. You have made that contractual obligation to the universe
Yeah.
that I want this thing. And so whatever comes with it, comes with it.
Right.
Right. And so you gotta be okay with that.
Right. And Cynthia, she does have amazing merch as well. That's why we do this. We want everybody to connect, So well, that's what it's for. And I appreciate that as well. And Cynthia said something on her message was my next one. Make a vision board. Make if you don't want to call it a vision board, just make something and write it down. Something that you can look at that'll keep you on your toes for goals that you haven't met and things that you hadn't done yet that you would like to do, or you're in the middle of it and it's kind of slow, but keep the vision there and just write it down and visualize it. That helps me a lot. Like a lot of stuff I keep on my refrigerator, because you walk past your refrigerator all day and then you go in your refrigerator. So I keep a lot of my notes and stuff on the refrigerator so I can know exactly where I am, where I started, and where I am now in this situation. So I appreciate that. And my last thing I want to say is I would say update your technology. Update the things that you use. Because Dominique say all the time, my phone is the most important thing that I own. And that's reality, because year before last, I lost everything. I lost everything. And everybody was so sad for me, man. And it was crazy. I lost all.
I'm still sad for you.
Yeah. And the thing is, if I just would have updated my devices, and I'm saying it off of something I went through, all my documents, my stuff for other customers. I had to call people and say certain things, man. It just hurt so bad. Shouts out to One Day Del One, man. There's love. Thank you, brother, for tuning
Appreciate
in.
That.
You talk about what I do, how many businesses I got. Yeah, that guy right there. I don't think I can touch him. But yeah, man, I say update your technology. Like me, I'm licensed in marketing and promotion, so that's what I do. I teach licensing marketing and promotion. So you want to know how to promote your business, market your business. That's something that I know I'm good at. And people say cocky. No, I'm not cocky. I'm very confident in my promoting and marketing skills. And like recently, I partnered up, and I know Dominique know who this is. I partnered up with Popple. With digital business cards and digital things you can stick on the back of your phone, QR codes, like all kind of stuff. I partner with them on my YouTube channel on Facebook because this monetized as well. So that's another avenue of marketing where when somebody say, "What's your number?" and they could just like this, I got the wrist thing on right now, and they just put their phone on it, bam, and all the information I have pops up in their phone and it saves into their contacts. So it's like the technology is changing all the time. So a lot of businesses don't even have stores anymore because of the technology. They got their following online, their branding. I hadn't been to I didn't go to the grocery store one time last year because I get my stuff sent to my house. I don't have to use any gas. I don't have to do anything. They pick up my groceries. They figured it out, a new avenue. And that's all in technology where I can pick up an app and I can order stuff off Amazon. Amazon don't have a store anymore. They closed the bookstore they had here in San Diego. So they're just really working online, through e-commerce. So that's the last thing I want to say. Update your technology. Your technology is extremely important because things are changing all the time and you want to be up to date with the changes.
I need to, in addition to your technology.
Yeah.
Look, AI is no, scratch that. AI is here. It is here. Okay. Chat GPT, Lensa, whatever. It is here.
Yeah.
And it ain't going nowhere no time soon. So I would highly advise you to learn how to leverage it for yourself and your business. Because when you talked about technology, that's the first thing that came to mind. Because let me tell you. Okay. So the style of podcast that I do, right? It's that NPR style, right? Where like literally when you listen to those type of podcasts and you listen to the ending credits, it's like 10, 12 people they naming, right? When I make them, is me. You know, when you see people who make movies and stuff like that, and them crappy movies on TV shows, and it's like director me, writer me, researcher me, filmer me. That's me, but my stuff ain't crappy because I mean, you know,
hey, you got like 5-6 of them,
right? But my point is that like with AI, however, it's greatly it increased production, right? For instance, with ChatGPT, and I don't mean like put some in, copy and paste this idea. No. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is it allows me to put something in and bounce ideas off, right? Like bounce ideas off, like, I didn't think about that, right? And then I'll go and write whatever and stuff like that, because all of my podcasts now are scripted. I literally write a script, like word for word. Every word you hear me on a podcast, I wrote it.
Yeah.
Right. Don't believe me? Go look at my Grammarly account. Go look at my Grammarly account. I'm approaching 30 million words since 2016.
Yeah.
30 million words since 2016 checked. Right. So every word you hear me say on a podcast, it's been scripted. But sometimes when you're in a silo and you're just by yourself, because Kenda's not always available, right? You know, and then also Kenda is tired, right? Kenda is tired from time to time. I can't always bother her. So when I use, OpenAI or ChatGPT, what it's called, and I'm like, hey, what is this? It's literally like a research assistant for me. That's literally what it is. They're like, hey, pull up the stats from XYZ from this year, blah, 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 blah. Well, in this year, blah, 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 blah. This year, blah, 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 right? So again, AI, is something that you should be leveraging your business. We talking about new year, new stuff to implement in your business for the new year, AI. Yeah. Implement AI and learn how to use it to your advantage, because I'm telling you, it will give you a competitive advantage. And because like now you have AI that helps you, like I said, I use ChatGPT to like as a research assistant, but you can also, I've seen people have it write blogs. I've seen people have it real talk. I put in the transcript of one of my episodes of Black is America, right? I was like, here, save this transcript. And then I said, create a lesson plan with Common Core standards from this episode, from this transcript. Hey, appreciate that.
Thank you. You love it.
Appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
And so it did that. Now I was like, how legit is this? So I just so happened to be married to a master educator. Her master's degree sitting up there, right? I showed it to her, and she was like, "That's legit." We need to tweak a few things. It ain't perfect, but I mean, it's kind of legit. And so when you talk about ChatGPT, you talk about now there's AI to where you just type in text and it creates you a picture.
Yeah.
Right. We have AI now that's now creating video. Right. We have AI now that literally you type, you tell it the genre of music, what kind of music, what mood you want it. AI is creating royalty-free music now to use on podcasts and videos and stuff like that. So look, technology, for hard hit on the head, think about your technology, think about AI. And I'm gonna land my plane there. I'm done speaking.
Yeah, man. And I'm gonna say that we thank Italy Maciano for that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that really means a lot for what we're doing here at the Kings of Company. That really helps out the website, and we let everybody know that that's why we got the QR code. The QR code on the screen is the Cash App. So if anybody want to touch that, appreciate it. We really appreciate it. Love it all. Super indeed the best thing. Technology. Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you because we wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for the news of technology. So that makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense.
See, I told you, man. I just had to hit the Cash App, so I'll be first, and so that's where people start. So hey, I appreciate it on there, but I told you, man, you just had to get it started. Man.
And when I say Dominique is a part of this. and he hit the cash app, and I looked at it. I'm like, oh, all right.
Right, that was playing. Bruh, we started at the top of the show saying everything we say we do.
Yeah,
we ain't just talking.
Yeah,
like we actually do it.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, nah, man, and we talked about investing in ourselves.
Yes, sir.
There it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm gonna say this, love the way y'all doing, man. Love y'all. We love you too. We know you from Memphis, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love you too.
Thank you so much, Italy.
For tuning in. But man, it's been just awesome. We
got
shots out to Miss Washington. Thank you,
Miss Washington.
The super chat. Well, we greatly appreciate it. I'll tell y'all, we work hard for this. We work hard. And it's hard for us to do this once a month. And we doing this for free. And it's hard to get all three of us together. You see, it's two now.
Listen, man, I'm about to use AI to just impose to sit in for me one day, because it's like, hey, man, this is what I want you to talk about, bro. Okay, don't get up, because I'm gonna snatch it, right? So we absolutely love doing this. It is becoming hard, but like it's something that it's important. And so when people come and they listen to the stuff, like, okay, we gotta make this happen. We gotta make sure we're there for the people, because that's why.
And Ms. Washington, like, then again, you're in the make sure everybody's on. We really appreciate you all for sure. That really means a lot, because the thing is when it started getting difficult to do this, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That means that everything that we're saying is working. So it might be one day you see just Law and Dominique, or Dominique by herself, or me by myself. It's just the way how business going. When you get deeper in it, it takes more of your time. So when you ask that question about balancing it, it's on another level, another standard.
Look, listen, man.
That's what I'm just saying.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. And hopefully this is helping. Hopefully this is helping, because again, this is why we do it. This is why I do it. Like, me and Fahar ain't seen a dime from this.
No.
Not a dime. So if you think we out here living it up on the monetization of YouTube, no, I can assure you we are not.
No, we are freshly monetized on YouTube.
It goes straight to the website, straight to the merch and stuff like that. So but we appreciate you. We really do.
That truly means a lot. That we all are. We're doing something to say something that's helping you all, and because business is tricky, and that's why you have to stay up on it. And I'm gonna say this about technology, and we're gonna get off of that. Dominique, have you seen the technology that you can just type in what you want to say, and you can pick an actual person
I've seen that for you? I have seen that. I seen that a few days ago. That's why I was saying earlier. Like, if I can't make it one day, look. Welcome to the Kings of Company. We had to talk about, look, bro.
Hey, but this the thing. The one I seen is it's a monthly subscription, and you can pick any race of person, any genre of language, and this computer person that looks just like me and Dominique and you all talks everything that you write.
And this technology is being used even in Hollywood, like parts of Top Gun Maverick, the new
yes.
They used it because Val Kilmer can't really speak like that no more, and so they use his son, who does a great impression of him, and like enhanced his voice with AI, and there you go. So like it's here. Here.
And the thing is, even when on our jobs, and there's something that and I say that we actually over what we normally do when it's three of us. So that's crazy. I didn't even know it had been an hour. But I'm not even gonna say that, because I don't want to go too much longer. But man, keep up on your technology. Make things work for you. We spend money on all these apps and Netflix and all that kind of stuff. I got rid of a lot of that stuff because it was something that I like, but it's like what I really want in my life, I had to sit down and think about the things that I really, really want and the level that I really want to be at, not just financial. I mean, spiritually, mentally, everything, and so many distractions around us. And when it comes to working a job, having a business, having a family, having this over here and that, no, all of that, man. We have to take time for ourselves. So when she asked that question, what how to balance it, you got to make it happen. You just got to do it. You just got to
You got
make it
to.
happen. And
You have to.
yeah, and before we
Your health depends on it, because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of the business. So you might as well take care of yourself.
right. So before we leave, I just want to put it out there, man. Make sure you like us on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, make sure you follow us. If you're on Instagram, make sure you follow us. This is the first time we on all three platforms. We on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So make sure to follow us on all social media, man. Lodge Currency, great show. Hey, thank you so much, and
Thank you
thank
so
you for
much,
tuning
Knowledge.
in. And it's great seeing new faces that we hadn't seen before. Um, it's really amazing that things are going on to the next level. How often we do it once a month. We did it. This the second episode of season 3.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 5 more. Was it? No. So we got 4 more episodes.
4 more.
We got 4 more
yes.
episodes before we go into our rest time. We got 4 more episodes. So come back. Okay, yeah, come back and check
Please
us out.
do.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We really appreciate it, and we hope that we said something for you all to that'll help, because like I said, I learned a lot from my brothers, and I learned a lot from the people that's doing the people that's coming and things like that. Thank you as well. Thank you as well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and if you hadn't already, like I said, subscribe, hit the bell, all notifications and everything, man. That's the most important thing for us right now is to subscribe, so we can build this YouTube channel up, and the YouTube channel can work as well. It could be another tool to keep this going. And make sure you check out the website, kingsofcompany.com. Make sure you check out the website. We really appreciate that. If you like the gear, you can go ahead and purchase. It's we put our all into it, so it's really good to have a platform like that. And then on that platform, if you want to speak to us individually,
absolutely,
it's there. Check it live again. Great. Appreciate you, Cynthia, as well.
Thank you so much
doing that. Yeah. And she just turned on those notifications. Those notifications bills are real serious, man, because it notify you as soon as we go live, or when we set up when we set everything up on YouTube to go live. It'll alert you that we'll be live on this day and so on and so forth.
Right.
So make sure you hit the notification bell.
Absolutely.
And, so we really appreciate you all for tuning in. This has been a great one. Anything you want to say before we leave, Dominique?
One last thing I will share is this. A lot of times we talk about doing the work, do this, do that, make a vision board, be consistent. Be consistent, but with intentionality. Because it's very important that you be intentional. Because what you don't want to do, those flailing things you see at car lots,
waving hands,
like they're just like whatever, like they're moving, but they ain't going nowhere. Or a rocking chair, it's moving, but is it going anywhere?
Yeah.
So a lot of times, I think we do things like a vision board. And I'm not picking on vision boards, but like I think we pick a vision board and we have a Maserati on it, but you ain't called the Maserati dealership. You don't know how to get a Maserati. You ain't trying to get the money to get a Maserati, but you got the Maserati on the vision board. That don't make sense. So if you're going to have a vision, if you're going to move and work with intentionality, right? So I think that's very important. I want to make sure I get that out so we start off the new year right.
Awesome, man. And if you all want to see old episode as well, you can go to the iVision Digital Network. All old episodes are on. It's free. It's a free download on Roku. If you have Roku, It's a TV network, IVD network. Just type it in, download it. You can see all old episodes for free. So and since we've been monetized on YouTube, like I said, I'm starting keeping these episodes live on YouTube as well. So you'll be able to see it from 2 different platforms. So if you want to watch it on TV and you don't have YouTube on your TV, you can go over here. If you however you want the information is out here for you. And this is free information. And anything I want to say, like I said, I just appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you for your time. I understand everybody have busy days, and for y'all spend y'all time with us, greatly appreciate it. Check out the website. Check and you go. We on all social media, even LinkedIn. So you can go check us out on all social media: Kings of Company, Instagram, Facebook, all everything. Just check us out there. And big shots out to everybody for tuning in, and the people that gave the gift. We appreciate that as well. It is not overlooked. And shouts out to Jennifer as well for making the magazine the top 100. Man, that's crazy, man. So you see you working, and it's awesome, and you're doing an amazing job. Just don't stop.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so that's it. And we appreciate y'all, and we about to go. Dominique, hold on, we got one more. Was that okay? Great advice, duly noted. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I'm glad we helping some people.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah. So y'all already know the tag, y'all. We are the Kings of Company, and we what?
Demand greatness.
Man, greatness. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. We gonna get over with y'all next month. Next month, we're gonna be back again next month. Y'all make sure y'all set your notifications up on YouTube, and we're gonna go for there. We'll see y'all again later. Yeah, don't talk. Woo, I got you on the check.
I love it.
All right, y'all be blessed. Peace.